Jon Gruden about to get a lot of money from the NFL is kind of how it sounds. I guess this will be held in front of a judge in a courtroom.
Supreme Court?
Yeah, no, it's going to get moved to the Supreme Court, I guess. It's going to get appealed up there. But I guess the first ruling is one that is very much favorable for Jon Gruden. Discovery will happen, public information will take place. So they were trying to get this behind closed doors, I do believe, if you were to break this down. But instead, a judge has deemed, this is to go through public. And it is interesting to think about how this all plays out, okay? Very, very interesting. Jon Gruden, I think, obviously got fired, kicked out, banned from the NFL in life for using homophobic slurs in emails in 2014. I forget what we don't know the exact year. He gets kicked out of the league whenever this whole thing happened, fired, I believe, with cause. So his contract, which was over $100 million. I mean, it all ended for him. He was the only person out of these hundreds of thousands, 600,000 plus documents. His emails were the only ones that were made public. And then obviously he's fired and his life goes the way it goes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is a wild scene. It is certainly a wild situation. As it was happening, it was wild. Now looking back on it, it's crazy to think about. And now with this ruling, it's like, I think the NFL is very much like, wait a minute. A guy who has committed his entire life to football and to the NFL is now at a point where he can potentially tell them, okay, if you guys are just comfortable with all these things that are in these, because there could be business stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there could be
like 600,000.
Discovery is a wild thing, just as somebody that has been sued before by Brett Favre.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
This is the whole conversation was basically like holding over, like, you want
what else you got?
You want Discovery? You want Discovery to happen? And I was like, yeah, whatever. What does this mean? And they're like, they have the right now to look through what evidence would be. And evidence is anything they deem possible. So any of your text messages, any of your emails. And it doesn't just have to be text messages that are directly pertinent to the situation, because you might have had conversations with other people about that as well. So it's like the amount of things that Discovery can get and everybody's going to learn about you basically is what is the scary thing for people that are potentially going in it. Now, Jon Gruden's going to have the same exact situation. They're going to be operating Discovery against him as well, which is, I assume, what the NFL is saying in this entire thing. But how many things are saved from 2014 on Jon Gruden's side, let alone, this is, I assume, something that'll get.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yep.
And I honestly don't know what that number would be.
Yeah.
I have no idea how that goes.
We'll probably never know, if I assume.
Yeah, the Winklevosses.
Especially with Goodell understanding that Gruden is football.
Loves
The NFL can't afford to have anything get out.
Yes, I agree.
It's a big.
Gruden knows that.
Gruden, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And on the flip side,
With all the owners and
like they're doing a lot of selling to Gruden. Like, we built this league. Remember?
Yeah.
We love this league. Gruden's like, I did, man. Yeah.
If you ruined my life.
I learned a lot about this league, man.
Say we.
And this entire thing, it's like
Say we to him. He should ask for a percentage of the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, and remember, Davis was not happy about this
No,
shit.
he wasn't. He was pissed.
He has a whole nother side of it. There's a whole nother angle to it. Why don't you ask them? Yeah, I don't want it. Yeah, I do want everything out, actually. Ask them. And he was on. This is a wild situation, though. This is a big deal for the NFL.
I think he definitely coaches again. Do we think he coaches in the NFL again?
What do you think he does? Belichick goes to college?
I think college, yeah, SEC.
Because he could run the entire.
Just like, yeah.
Yeah, and we heard whenever he was coach, he was general manager anyway.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what would be really cool is full arc to this thing. They signed Pete Carroll to a 3-year deal just to establish the culture and then bring in a younger guy. And Jon Gruden's that younger guy they were planning on. On3 Sports reported, which, by the way, respect their work. I've been keeping up with them. They've been helping me out a lot as I prepare going into the season, and they're a great follow. I believe Rivals and them are partnered.
Yep.
Jon Gruden expressed his desire to coach again while talking to Georgia Bulldogs. This is via Barstool Gruden, which is an incredible social media account. I'm being honest with you. I do not bullshit either. I won't coach again, man. I died coaching the SEC. I would love it. I would fucking love it.
There's a couple schools that might need.
He's an SEC football coach.
Yeah. Someone's going to snatch him up. Someone has to.
He loves ball.
Imagine him as a recruiter. Imagine him recruiting.
Loves coaching.
Just loves all of it.
All of it.
Yeah, and even when he was
casted
off from the world Still, every morning we're watching tape, man.
Yeah.
We're watching tape, man. I assume there is some jaded feelings from Gruden, and also there's a lot of people that say, "Hey, he did something that's, worthy of a huge punishment." I get that, but him and the NFL are going to need to
come to the table.
Yeah.
Put our swords down.
And I think Jon Gruden's acted as general manager before. I think he understands a little leverage.
I think he does too. I don't know if Jon Gruden's going to be putting his sword down. I think the NFL might need to put their sword down on the table.
Jon Gruden might be handing his sword to Jay. Hey, go stab Goodell in the face right now for me.
Jay Gruden, I will say, he also has a fantastic social media.
He does.
He
doesn't mind stirring the pot.
He brings it.
He does bring it. We do appreciate
you know what, actually? NFL, why don't you just release Jay Gruden's emails? I'd love to see Jay. That'd be cool. Why don't we just do the Gruden family?
That's a wild thing. The Discovery thing is the move. That is always the...
Nobody wants Discovery.
Going through the entire Brett thing, it was like, huh?
Really shows you who the bad people are.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. What are we?
Exactly.
Let them know. Sweet. I feel like my life is monitored 24/7. I am A-okay. Yeah, but what about conversations you had in text? I feel like my life is monitored. Yeah, but what about your text messages? I feel like my life is monitored 24/7. So they can discover whatever the fuck they want to discover. Are you sure? Yeah. Yes, 100%. All right, we've never had anybody this confident. We let them know. It's like, go ahead, do it. I've lived legitimately, and I think Nick will tell you this, since, I don't know, maybe my rookie, I don't know. I feel like people are just watching everything you do. And it's like, I honestly believe you should operate in that fashion. Like, hey, you are getting watched and followed. The thought that his emails were the only ones that were released, but also how loose people were in emails. It's like, that was like
old people's
text messages.
Yeah.
That was like the evolution, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it started with letter. You saw Lamar Hunt's letter.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Second bullet point. Like,
we need to get rid of this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Please.
You think Jerry Jones likes Jon Gruden?
Not right now.
I'd say he is probably one of the ones telling Goodell we don't give him a fucking dollar.
I'm just trying to connect dots because, we love Sam Pittman. We love drinking cold beer, but there's a rumor that, this could be the last year at Arkansas. So if Jerry's got any respect for Jon
Gruden at Arkansas, Woo Pig Suey, holy shit. With that fan base.
That'd be perfect.
And I assume, do they have money?
I don't know.
I mean, that's what he's saying. If
They do for
Jerry's a
basketball.
booster.
Calipari, that's the problem. They might have gave all the money. They might have picked.
Who else? They got John Daly. They
Gruden
got
and Cal. You can't pick basketball over football at Arkansas.
No,
Dude, the SEC, Florida,
No, I
the
don't,
SEC
but
runs college basketball too. Florida just won it.